The celebrity of self has changed quite a bit over the decades. Initially, that was somebody else's choice about who was considered beautiful or who was considered, you know, desirable or attractive. And now I think we have a chance to change that conversation, but it's a double-edged sword because the focus is still about appearance, or the focus can still be about appealing or appeasing an audience instead of being fully transparently yourself. There is this sort of now ingrained way of behavior where we think about the audience as a consumer for our content.
I talk to the bloggers and they go like, girl, I don't wear that. I just want to wear sweatpants and put my hair up in a ponytail, like, but that's for my pictures. Like, I have to have this image. And then of course, because brands will buy into that. And so we post these polished, perfect, change the lighting, like have every app to make it amazing. And then we look in the mirror and are like, kind of different.
You oftentimes can't always discern what's real and what's not real. And your emotions and your way that you see things become very complex and complicated. And so I think even when we're trying to be our most makeup-free self and our most, you know, natural self, there's still an awareness of performance.
I don't want to wake up one day and look back and think, man, I really could have been living my life, but I didn't think I looked good in that dress, so I didn't want to go out that night. Or I didn't think I looked good without makeup, so caked it on every day because I felt like I had to.
There's never a message that's being given to women and girls in particular that you are okay, right as you are, right now, in the current form. That's a very powerful message. It's a harder message to believe when you grow up in this culture, but it's an important one.
We live in a society where a certain ideal is deemed as beautiful and the goal for no matter who you are. And I think subconsciously, when you're watching TV and you see commercials or you see ads everywhere, and then you see that you don't match those things, even if someone isn't telling you directly, like, oh, you need to lose a little bit of weight or get a little chunky here, you're kind of like breathing in this notion that I don't look like this and therefore maybe I don't look right.
I think the body positive movement has actually given a framework for people to come out of the margins, people who aren't represented in mainstream publications or mainstream media. It's allowed them to find each other, to have a community, to rally and anchor around a joint goal. There is no one-size-fits-all solution. There is never going to be one brand or one movement or one moment that's going to solve it all. We have to look at this as a collective adventure. In the social media world right now, we sit on top of platforms that have tremendous followers. And whether you've got 20 or 2 million, I don't care. You're the CEO of your own empire. You are creating the content, shooting the content, putting the copy together, figuring out when to put it out there, engaging with your audience. You literally are becoming a brand. So if you're the CEO, how do you want to play that business? How do you want to program your content? You know, are you positive? Are you uplifting? Are you authentic? You know, or are you hiding? Are you pretending? Are you hyper touching yourself so that you're appearing perfect when obviously everybody is not? When you think about your social platforms as your brand and your platform as a CEO, you get to make those decisions. And you can make really powerful decisions.
We have to diversify what we look at and challenge ourselves to think about why we think the way we think. Because if we're on social media and we're looking at these models and we're looking at all these polished things, we forget that we're a gift.